Hi, I'm Trish Renoni,
I'm Rebecca Heron.
and we are getting really drunk
And reading scripts.
just for you. This is
Drunk Read-Through.
Red light, we are back for another episode of Drunk Read-Throughs. Yay!
Yay. We are still in lockdown. Boo.
Ooh. So we're over Zoom in our matching pink as in hoodies.
Yep.
The comedy series that will be played aired on Bell 5 TV January 11th. So check it out.
Stars in.
I play Top Dog. I'm a mean biatch.
Just on TV.
Sometimes in real life too. Trying to calm down this year.
Yep.
Not let trolls get to the brain.
Yep.
I actually bought St. John's wort because it's supposed to calm you. And a journal because I'm like, you know what? This year, calm mind. Last year, a lot of people were really mean. I felt like there was a lot of I'd get yelled at the mall, just trying to get my essentials. And this year, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be less jaded this year. Not going to let those people get to me.
Let's see how that goes.
Watchman, remember how angry I got with the watch guy?
I mean, but he did break your watch.
And then charged me and then didn't fix it.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of understandable.
I had some heated moments, but this year it's all about Zen life.
Yeah. And what are you drinking?
Coffee. It's a special coffee. It's a vanilla something special coffee. You
Very
can
nice.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Very nice.
Listeners, it is whatever you want it to be. And now I'm going to have to balance this later with sleepy time tea.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Balance. Okay, today we're going to read. We are reading some sketches, and they were sent in through Elizabeth Banks' platform, Hoo Ha Ha, that unites female identifying creators. And we're going to read one of Rebecca's.
This is one of my bottom of the pile scripts that I wrote, I don't know, like 8 years ago.
For timing, we needed something else short, and all the other scripts that we've been sent are longer scripts. So we're going to highlight them on their own episode, and now we need a filler because we can't have a 5-minute episode. So we need a second script. And
don't judge me on my bad writing from 8 years ago.
But the lesson is that if you are out there and you think you're a bad writer, time heals everything. You can get better.
True, practice makes perfect, as they say.
Yes, they do. So let's celebrate our scripts from years ago and celebrate the progress.
Yep. Yeah, it's true, actually. I did just get some development money to write a whole feature film.
See?
Terrifying, but that's my 2021 plan.
Good things happen to those who work. So keep working at it, and eventually you'll be like us.
What do you that mean? I feel bad. I feel like we're lying to these people.
One day you'll be just as I don't know, that was just a joke.
Right? We're jokes.
We're like the school of hard knocks. I want to be Billy Bob.
I feel like we're like those leeches. Glom onto things and then we never let go. We just keep trying, keep trying.
Oh, that's a really good analogy. It's like if you are a leech in this business and you just will not ever stop sucking away, you're gonna get places.
Yeah. I mean, we might have just turned off a whole bunch of people from this business, but
I feel like it was very honest.
But I mean, I'm sure a lot of funders are tired of seeing our names, and our names just keep coming every year, and they're like, again with these people.
They won't give up. They won't stop submitting show ideas and submitting for these grants. Okay, we'll give them something.
Yeah.
So, gotta just keep
It's
trying.
part of it, you know.
It builds character.
That's for something.
I feel like my body is just one big callus.
Don't say that. That's disgusting.
Well,
I
like,
think granted, leeches aren't any better, but
I'm a callus and a little bit of a leech, and that's what you have to be. Be trekking it through the film business.
yeah,
It's a hard business.
it is a hard business. I mean, when we get the monies and we start making the things, then it's just play and fun. But to get there,
And headaches. Yeah, it's a business. It's show business.
I feel like we need a sweater or shirt that says that
It's
in like show
business.
because if you haven't heard already, we have merchandise
Woo!
and we're trying to come up with like sayings that we want to put on our shirts
Instead of just our logo, because some of you might not want to walk around town with 180 Sisterhood shirt on, and that's okay.
That's okay, but you know,
I mean, we know who you are, and we're gonna hold a grudge, but that's okay.
but the fact that you bought something and gave us $2 is great.
We're given. Yes, we're coming up with some sayings to put on some of the other, to put on some of these shirts, so that they're not all just 180 Sisterhood. Like maybe some of them will say things, or drunk read-throughs. Some of them will say, I like chips.
Oh my god, I feel like one of them has to be that song.
What song?
McDonald's,
McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and a pizza.
McDonald's. I
McDonald's.
feel like we need one, and we need to have the graphics of like McDonald's fries, KFC bucket, and a pizza.
Why did you not learn that song in BC schools?
Because my school was not sponsored by McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and pizza.
My teacher was just really hungry. She was probably like, okay, come on, when's it gonna be lunch? All right, I'll just sing about what I want to be eating right now, because these kids are.
Like though, like going down McNabb or Trunk Road or whatever, that you probably had a McDonald's, a KFC, and a Pizza Hut all next to each other.
I think there's currently on that strip, there is a Kentucky Fried Chicken, a Little Caesars Pizza, a Taco Bell, a Tim Hortons, a Wendy's. Actually, it's a Wendy's / Tim Hortons. And what else?
I think
And a McDonald's. There is
Qdoba's on there.
Qdoba, A&W.
Yeah.
Why is it that cities put all of the fast food places on one street? Like, why don't they space them out?
Because then you get confused and you have no idea what you want to order. So then you're like stuck thinking, what am I ordering? And you're driving back and forth. And then you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to get all of them.
That's right, marketing. Smart. You might as well go next door to your competition so that you might entice some people to come to you too, or instead.
It's true. It's normal. That's why there's usually like 2 pizza places next to each other.
That's true. It's better to go next to the competition.
Yeah.
Get their spillover.
You know, like when you're drunk and you're like, you know, getting hangry drunk and you're like, oh man, I need some grease in me. There's always 2 pizza places next door to each other, and one has a line and the other doesn't. And so you go to the one that doesn't have a line.
I'm gonna go to the one with no line. That's true. That is pretty smart to go next to. Okay, so we figured it out. We solved the riddle. We don't need your help. You guys don't have to write in and help us. We're fine.
But if you still feel like writing in, which nobody does, but we would appreciate it,
sisterhood@gmail.com or at 180 Sisterhood on the social medias. Oh, we have a guest. Hi. Julian has joined the podcast. He's wearing shorts and a t-shirt and he was outside.
That sounds like my brother.
These boys who work out all the time, walking around town in their shorts and t-shirts in -8-degree weather with snow everywhere. Oh, he's leaving. He's afraid. He's not even going to say hello. He's gone. He's just gone. He might be back. Nah. I'm going to burn his jogging pants.
You're like, what? That wasn't kindling? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
It looks like it. Okay. I also have to say, if you have a partner and you can still stand the sound of listening to them chew after being locked down with them, I don't know what's wrong with you. Hi.
He literally just heard you like.
How's it going?
Good.
What do you have there?
Some food.
Yay, food. Okay,
Okay,
let's get to the script.
So you can eat.
Let's get to these scripts, people.
Okay. So
Okay.
first up we have I, an Intellectual by Sarah Shear. From Hoo Ha Ha.
Thanks, Hoo Ha Ha. Thanks, Sarah Shear.
Interior cafe day. Victoria is sitting down at a table when Amy walks in. She spots Victoria and gets super excited.
Oh my god! Hi, Victoria. It's so good to see you, bestie. Your birthday party feels like a bajillion years ago.
Victoria stares at Amy, arms crossed. Hi, Amy. Sit down. We have much to discuss.
Is everything okay?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Oh, okay, good. So,
I don't think I can be friends with you.
Bachelor last night? Wait, what?
I said that as an intellectual, I find it hard to be friends with you.
What the hell are you talking about, Victoria? Well, we went to the same school and we were both in PFE.
High five.
High five?
Yeah. I'm at a different phase now. I found I've grown out of the shallow and frivolous matters that captivate you so.
But you only started working at that bookstore like only a month ago.
And how my life has changed. Who needs Soul Cycle when you have Sartre? I don't even know how to say that.
Oh, isn't that supposed to be like satire?
Satire? Or maybe it's an author. Wow.
I saw satire. I saw satire, but it's Sartre. 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 Sartre.
Mm.
Something fancy.
Yeah.
I'm just like so confused.
You see, Amy, I valued your friendship all throughout college. You were so dear to me, but now we just don't have anything in common anymore. I have new best friends now, intellectual friends.
But Victoria, you've known these people for like a couple of weeks and you're a completely different person.
A better person, Amy. One who can discuss the themes of nihilism in Albert Camus, The Stranger. One who can debate why the New York Times endorsed Amy Klobuchar. One who knows that Noam Chomsky is a person, not the name of a Vietnamese noodle dish.
That sounds boring. My friends talk about normal things like how much rosé we drank last night. You used to talk about that.
Last night, Amy, I did not satiate my thirst with pink wine. Huh?
Satiate.
Straight. Great. I'm really bad at reading. My thirst with pink wine, but rather with the luminous verse of Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace. It just sounds so much more soothing in Russian.
You literally used to brag about how the only book you read was Us Weekly.
People can change, Amy. God. Even someone with your intellectual capacity must be able to understand.
Look, I got something to say, Victoria. I got better grades than you in college, okay? I majored in neuroscience. What did you major in again?
Well, I took a class in creative writing.
Yeah, say it.
Communication.
Exactly. I know you're not an intellectual. You're so full of shit. You're reading War and Peace, and you reading War and Peace in Russian is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
True friend would believe me. This is why I cannot be friends with you anymore.
Okay, if you're really an intellectual, prove it to me. Recite the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock.
The love song of J. Alfred. Who won now?
You know, the famous poem by T.S. Eliot. Any intellectual worth their salt would know it. Even I, a non-intellectual, read it in high school.
Oh, yes, of course. There's only two types of people in the world. The ones that entertain and the ones that observe. Well, baby, I'm put on a show kind of girl. Don't like the backseat, gotta be first. I'm like the ringleader, I'll call the shot. I'm like the firecracker, I make it hot. When I put on a show, I feel the adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to break. I'm like a performer, the dance floor is my stage. Better be ready, hope y'all feeling the same.
Victoria. That's Circus by Britney Spears.
I know.
That's really funny.
That was a good one, Sarah.
I'm like a ringleader. I hit the spot.
What is Britney up to these days?
Eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. She is not being free, is what Britney is. She is a prisoner to her people who are oppressing her.
She lost her fight against her dad again.
Yeah, she still needs to be freed. Oh, the whole Britney thing is very sad. Apparently, it's not even her who posts to her social media. She goes around her backyard, she takes the photos, apparently, rumor has it, and then she sends it to a social media team, and then they have to come up with, she sends them what she wants the caption to be, but then they have to like proofread it, try to make some sense, and then post the things.
Wait, so somebody edits her social media, and her social media is already bad, so her social media that she wants is even worse?
Yeah, apparently.
Holy moly.
Yeah. That's
Also,
the,
how much did she
that's the
pay
rumor on TikTok,
Can we be her new social media team?
right? Well, they have to make it believable that it's her, and she's sending them the stuff. But this is just all rumor. This is the rumor from the rumor mill on TikTok.
Okay. I totally believe it because it's on TikTok.
Yep, you can believe everything on TikTok. There's somebody who has an account, Dear Jane, I think it is Dear Jane 1 or Dear Jane 01 or something like that. And she's on Instagram too. And people can write in their celebrity interaction stories. And then she does a green screen and she plays the different characters in the interaction. And then in captions, she has the story that was sent into her. And she always leaves the celebrity's name out, but it's true celebrity interaction stories. So the people who did social media for a very famous pop star who wanted to leave clues to things in her social media and was always flipping around and dancing in her backyard. All these things were written in the story, and everyone under the reenactment was like, oh, that's totally Britney. And then the girl was like, I can't say who it is. People just send me these stories, and I'm keeping it anonymous.
Oh man, I had an idea for actually a script a long time ago about like celebrity stalkers, and how there's like these like two ladies would like crash Hollywood parties where celebrities were and like try to steal things
I
from them.
feel like this is every friend I've known I feel like everybody I know who lives in LA at some point has been to some epic famous person's party, not necessarily like stealing things from there, but everyone has stories about like, oh yeah, and then we went to this huge party at Jamie Foxx's place and yada yada blah 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 blah.
Yeah, But I think it would be funny if it was like two ladies who would go around and like steal stuff.
Oh, like
And-
steal their belongings, like steal their chapstick.
Yeah, like just stupid things like, oh, I went to so and so's house and I stole his fork.
I went to Paris Hilton's mansion and all I got was this lousy lip balm.
Except that happened in real life. People did steal from Paris Hilton.
That's not very nice.
But I think it would be hilarious to see these like ladies like try to get into these Hollywood parties and like just the stupid shenanigans they get up to.
That would be really fun.
Yeah.
Play those ladies. That would be really fun.
That would be fun.
Sounds like a really fun acting role.
Yeah. AKA we would just be ourselves.
Okay, so just write this. Like, let's go. Come on.
But we don't want to actually steal any of your stuff, Hollywood people. We just want to make a show about it.
My friend Andrea lives in LA and she's a Backstreet Boys lover. She's met them like 87 times.
Holy moly.
She would even meet them back in high school when they were at like the peak of their fame.
Whoa.
Andrea has a lot of celeb stories.
Well, I mean, living in LA, you definitely. I mean, that in that previous episode that I stayed in Malibu for a while.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, she when she was living there, she got to like see a whole bunch of like badass like Malibu people, like Cher and like Neil Young and
Oh,
stuff.
the good ones. The good ones are in Malibu, away from the, you know, like Cher's not walking around strutting her stuff in Los Feliz, the Rite Aid, shopping for shampoo.
Yeah, I mean, me and my friend we did once actually try to find a celeb's house.
Oh, my friend Val from Electric Comedy Night does have a celebrity house map that she's like a map of celebrities' houses. We should actually, when we can, go down to LA and act out this whole
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Okay, this is a
reality show and we'll like film it. And
Okay,
then probably
an excuse. We have a business excuse to go to LA and write off LA.
yes.
Or, guys, if you haven't noticed, this is how we live our lives. Everything is run through our business.
We come up with a joke and then we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and then we actually do the thing.
So stay tuned for when lockdown and quarantine and COVID is over. Josh and Rebecca go to LA and make asses of themselves.
I've never done that there, like gone on like the little touristy, like we should go and put on like visors and wear
Oh
like
my God.
Spears t-shirts. We could wear like
we need to go to Chinatown and get those like visors. You know what I'm talking about from the 90s?
yeah.
And
We're wearing Crocs. We're wearing Crocs and fanny packs.
I'm not wearing Crocs, but I will wear a fanny pack and runners.
They're so comfy.
Dude, I used to sell those things. I'm not wearing them. I am scarred for life. I was 15, okay? I was 15 and I sold those things.
I was only 17. Okay, let's pull up your.
Okay, so this script I wrote like 8 years ago, and it was from like a dream. So I just wrote it out. So if it makes no sense, it's because it was from a dream.
Okay.
And then you're gonna question, why do I have weird ass dreams? Welcome to dream life.
Welcome to Dream Life.
Some people fly in their dreams. I dream about this stuff that you're about to hear.
Ooh, shout out to the podcast Popternative. I'm just getting texts from PD Beats. I do the IMDb page for the show. So some guests, he had some guests on from Cobra Kai, and I have to add them.
Ooh, cool. Cobra Kai is a pretty awesome show on Netflix, guys.
Julian watched it. He really liked it because he was a he said
Karate Kid fan?
Yeah, he was a Karate Kid fan. Okay. So, but yes, it's a podcast, and he talks with actors and celebs and hockey players. So
You've been on it.
I have been.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go, a little cross.
You know what I've noticed in this Zoom session? That I need to do a better job trimming my bangs.
Well, now's the time. We're in lockdown. Break out those.
Cause look, guys, like, come on, like, this is not very good. I need to actually go and get it done professionally again. It's been a while, so
As soon as you can.
yeah, you'll have to give me the name of that girl,
Yes, Sarah. I'll give you Sarah's number.
not the Sarah we read the script for tonight. A different Sarah.
Different Sarah. Hairstylist Sarah. Okay. Lex Talionis.
It's Latin, so
Okay. Exterior forest day. Running through the forest, a young woman stumbles across a cemetery made of animal bones. She is dumbfounded as to why there would be animal bones here. She looks around the array of bones, trying to piece things together. Just as she is about to leave, a bear approaches the young woman. She tries to avoid the bear, but it seems to be playing tricks on her. She picks up a piece of animal bone to use it as a shield from the bear. The bear begins circling her, taunting her. She tries to leave, but the bear charges her. She gets angrier and angrier and tries to avoid contact with the bear.
will you just stop?
The bear snarls at her. The bear makes a third charge at the young woman. This time she kills the bear, not out of necessity, but out of anger. Dun dun dun! Exterior forest, day. However, the animal's cemetery is actually a sacred burial ground. Shadow appears before her and transforms into a guardian. The guardian represents various religious deities who protect Mother Nature. Guardian.
I am the guardian of this place. All who enter are tested to value life or face their own. You have failed this test.
She brushes the guardian off and continues on, looking at the other bones. Suddenly, the guardian appears at her feet and waves her arms around in a circular motion, and the girl becomes two. One good, one bad. Guardian.
You will be hunted just like the heartless beast you are. You shall learn your mistake or be erased.
The guardian disappears. Exterior forest day. The girl, now confused, walks towards her other half, but her other half runs away from her. She runs after it, wanting to understand how to fix this. She finally catches up with herself, only to get punched in the stomach, realizing she must fight her other self and win or be killed. She now fights against herself, making her way back to the cemetery where this all began. She gets the upper hand and pushes her darker self onto the desert sand. Wait, her darker self? But I thought she was the dark one.
Ooh.
An even darker self. Now, well, I guess if a bear was going to, like, if a bear was in front of me and I had the ability,
I feel like it was partially self-defense. No?
yeah, I would be terrified. I have dreams about bears. Like, I literally,
And if they're charging at you, wouldn't you, like, you know?
I would defend myself
No.
for sure if I could. She now, because you can't run from a bear, you can't climb a tree. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
She now fights against herself, making her way back to the cemetery where this all began. She gets the upper hand and pushes her darker self onto the desert sand, now hovering over her other self, ready to kill her other half. But she can't do it. Just then, the guardian appears. Guardian.
You have shown an act of mercy by not killing your other self, and for that you shall be whole again. I hope you take this new understanding of life with you wherever you go.
The guardian waves her arm like she did before, and the animal cemetery vanishes, leaving the young woman alone in the forest.
Ta-da!
That's a good lesson on life. The thing is, though, maybe she didn't redeem herself. Because maybe it was selfish. She was just like looking at herself and she's like, oh, I can't kill me.
This is true. That could be a thing, but I think it's more the whole, like, I can't kill another thing. But
I think she was just being selfish and was like, I can't kill little old me, but I can kill a bear. So I don't think she should have been redeemed.
or maybe because we talked about the bear with self-defense,
Yeah,
and then this time when she's forced to kill something, she can't do it.
that's true.
Hmm?
How
I
old
don't know.
were you when you wrote this? This is very deep. These are like life things. Like it's got a karma theme.
Can you imagine dreaming that?
No, that's like
Yeah.
Why, you dreamt this?
Yeah.
That's why you wrote it because you dreamt it.
Yeah,
That's a crazy dream.
I know.
That is like one deep dream.
Who knows what I was thinking about that day?
I wonder what you were thinking about. That's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that though. I feel like there aren't we need more short films like that. With that sort of like folklore, is that the right word?
Yeah.
What were those stories in I used to love those stories in elementary school. Legends?
Yeah, myths and legends.
Yeah, myths and legends. Brain freeze. Like, what is the word? What is the word? Cucumber? What is the word for cucumber?
You're listening to Drunk Read-Thrus.
Drunk Read-Thrus.
Drunk Read-Thrus. Okay, bye.